Y'all are crazy. I'm serious. Y'all are idiots. They didn't show the right side. Man, y'all are so funny. Why in the world? Why in the world? A fake tattoo. I just don't get y'all. I just don't get y'all. Again, the gut was just a mean thing to do. Get over how offended I am that somebody took my picture when my gut was hanging out. I sucked it for years. Years. Why would I get a fake tattoo? Like, you need a job. Okay, I don't think you're satisfied. Look, oh, and they're still there. Wait. It's still there. It's still there. Wait, super. Still there, buddy. If Robbie Harvey needs to see it in person, I'll show him. And I need to apologize. Look, it's still there. It's still there.
Everyone is showing that video of the protesters outside of Solid Rock at Market Commons getting sprayed. But there's way more to that clip, and John Paul's spoken out on it. And if you really want to see something odd, wait till the end. So welcome to the point. Let's get to it.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
This is one angle of the incident that's making its round on social media from Robbie Harvey's TikTok.
No people, no church. He's spraying us with the hose. Look at this. No people, no church. No people, no church. No people, no church. No people, no church. He just sprayed them all in the face with the hose.
And from that angle, it appears to be a man adjusting a sprinkler. But we have another angle available that paints a different picture. And if fair coverage and an open conversation is something you prefer, hit that subscribe button and leave a comment down below. Because John Paul has spoken on this incident. And this article from Myrtle Beach Sun News may provide crucial insight into what's going on behind the doors of Solid Rock at Market Commons. Protesters outside Solid Rock Church at Market Common in Myrtle Beach were sprayed with a sprinkler by what appears to be a church member Sunday morning, leading some to press charges. And let's be fair here, I can't tell if this guy's dressed for worship or he's about to go grab some high lifes with the boys and watch the Olympic qualifiers. A TikTok video posted by a person who goes by the name Guru showed protesters at the church and a person who grabs a sprinkler and sprays them. Myrtle Beach police were on the scene. Several people claimed to file charges against the church member. Myrtle Beach police could not be reached for comment Sunday. People have been protesting against the church and its former pastor, John Paul Miller, since the beginning of June. In April, Mica Miller, John Paul Miller's wife, passed away, according to law enforcement. On Sunday morning, John Paul Miller allegedly set up sprinklers around Solid Rock Church grounds before the church service, according to Guru. Protesters showed up, standing along the sidewalk outside the church before the morning service. There was also a man dressed as Jesus. And this is where we may get some possible insight into what the remaining members of Solid Rock at Market Commons think about this entire situation. These people are not protesting. Solid Rock believes in the right to protest. Well, it looks like protesting to me. These people are pagans who are trying to stop Christians from worshiping. They slander, they speak evil lies, they take pictures of children, and they wear masks while standing in front of parishioners who try to enter and lead the house of the Lord. Oh, so it's only a valid protest if you agree with it. Now, am I the only one that's being confused by what's being said right now? And what do masks have to do with anything? A lot like your church, there's no dress code for a protest. These vicious pagans stand in the streets, use illegal blowhorns, and laugh at the city police because the city is doing nothing to stop them from harassing Christians who simply want to worship together for 1 hour. John Paul Miller wrote in an email to the Sun News. They make a mockery of the Christian faith, having a man dressed up like Jesus walk around scarring innocent parishioners as they enter the church. And to be fair here, nobody should make a mockery of anyone's religion. But since we don't have an interview with this guy, we have no idea what his intent was, so judge not, brother. But I've watched several of these protests live, and I haven't seen an individual get blocked in the way I would perceive somebody being blocked in. A video uploaded by Guru to TikTok shows a church member picking up a sprinkler and spraying water into the faces of several people for a few seconds as the group shouts, "No people, no church." The man then puts the sprinkler back on the ground and the Myrtle Beach police officer moves the sprinkler head farther away from the group. The man and the officer then walk off. Guru said 6 people were sprayed, and of those, 5 filed charges against the man. The charges have not yet been confirmed with Myrtle Beach police. The Sun News was not able to get in contact with the people who were sprayed. Guru live streamed what happened and uploaded videos to TikTok. And John Paul says more, but knowing all that, knowing he views these protesters as pagans, watch this and you tell me if you see malice or this was some type of badly timed accident. Now I have some thoughts on what you just saw, but listen to this. John Paul Miller said he has tried to speak to the protesters and the city about church members' right to worship, but felt his concerns were dismissed. Look, we have all seen protests get out of hand, so of course your requests are going to be dismissed. You can agree with these people or not, but one right doesn't trump another right in this country. All rights are to be considered equal. And as far as I'm aware, none of these protesters have busted into that church during a service and disrupted anything. They scream justice but have no knowledge of the meaning of that word. They do not even know Mica Miller, nor do they care about the truth behind why she passed. They do not care about her health that she suffered. They don't care about her heart for Africa and the children of Kenya and her home church. And they don't care about the reason Mica passed. John Paul Miller wrote, "Again, we don't mind them protesting, but we do mind not being allowed to worship Jesus for 1 hour together in the city of Myrtle Beach." Now that's a lot to unpack in a short amount of time. But are you kidding me right now? Of course these people don't know Mica. We don't have to know somebody to be upset or protest. So the idea that they have no right to be angry or upset simply because they don't know her doesn't hold any water in my own opinion. And I'm just speculating here, but maybe you should show some of that 350 pieces of evidence you keep talking about. Then everybody would know the truth, or at least the truth as John Paul sees it. It's pretty obvious what this guy was doing, allegedly. And in that live, I did see several people talking to law enforcement and get names. But what happened on that day appears to be a symptom of a growing problem in this country, where our rights as citizens stop when somebody else disagrees with what we're doing. And it's really sickening when you think about it. There's things that go on in this country all the time that all of us disagree with. That doesn't mean John Paul or a member of this church or anyone else has the right to stop it, as long as what those people are doing are within the law. Now honestly, if nothing wrong is taking place and you have nothing to worry about, let these people waste the one thing they can never get back, which is time, by the way. But if what they're doing does bother you, let's do the right thing here and have a little bit of transparency and not file motions in the court to have all this stuff sealed. And here's another odd thing I don't see anybody talking about. This is a picture of John Paul's first wife. This is a picture of Mica. This is a picture of TruecrimeRi. And out of all of those protesters yesterday, this is the picture of the woman he decided to stop and talk to. What do all those people have in common? Let me know down below. Y'all be safe now.